Day. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 261, Nasdaq up 53, S&P's up 26, gold contract on $27, trading $17.06 an ounce. You get silver down 25 cents, $18 flat. Light sweet crude flat, $36.71 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year down 16 ticks, trading 138.21. The 30-year down a point and a half at 177.11. And King Dollar down 300 ticks, trading 97.381. The euro is at 112. The yen is at 108.72, and the British pound is at 125 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Wednesday morning. More positive action in the market, man. What is this, 11 out of 13 days? Something like that. And quite an ADP number this morning as well, right? 2+ million jobs lost in the month versus 8+ million they were looking for ahead of Friday's number. Adds a little bit of spiciness to Friday's number.
Spiciness with all green. No two ways about that.
Green spices.
Oh, man. Let's go with our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade. Think or Swim as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here. You want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, outstanding program, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test driven yet, the Thinkorswim platform, outstanding platform. You're sitting on the site, hit the button, bring it up to allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Tommy, that is one of the economic data numbers that we've been waiting for. We've been patiently frustrated by some of the employment numbers that we've gotten. We wanted the market to come back and show the comeback a little quicker than expected. And the incremental progress that we've been making in jobless claims, those were, they weren't making anyone ecstatically happy. Well, this ADP employment, here's the numbers. They were looking for 8.8 million. It came in 2.76 million.
Yeah, it's a monster.
That is a number about a third of what they were looking for. So the market was already up before that number came out, but that gave it another leg up. How about this one? U.S. Chamber of Commerce comes out. 79% of all small businesses are now partially or completely open.
That's a big number, man. That's interesting.
That's a big number.
That's a big number.
Those are two numbers that I'm reading today in front of me, neither of them that I thought I'd get.
Yeah, and we had so many job losses at the beginning, it would make sense that this should turn. The real question, right, I guess, is going to be, a couple months from now is that, as people make it through the summer, just, I can't see it. I really can't see that many more job losses. We had so many, right?
Right.
Now the key is going to be, okay, do they keep their jobs, and do we start growing again? We start,
the pace they open, right? Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, So there's no doubt. And how about Zoom, Kevin, huh?
Yeah. We talked a lot about Zoom yesterday, as you know,
yeah.
And, we put on what would be considered a pretty aggressive trade. So far, it's doing fairly well. So we're looking at Zoom as we thought it had a chance, to make a big move.
Yep.
We didn't know which direction,
right.
So we thought it had a chance to make a big move, and that's the way we kind of played that.
Sweet. I'm telling you, man, it really is amazing that some of these equities that we'd never heard of in the brave new world now, guess what? They not only jumped ahead, but it looks like they really have a solid business going forward, man,
Yeah, I will raise my hand, Tom, as someone that didn't know what Zoom was January 1st of this year.
Me too. Listen, right? Man, I get.
Right.
I as well. I
think we all can do that.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a large portion of this country that didn't know what Zoom was January 1st of this year. But that being said, what's this new economy going to bring out? Competition. You know what we're going to talk about today? Microsoft Teams.
Okay.
Right? And that's a very similar product and a competitor to Zoom and a competitor to Slack and all these different ways of, conferencing and collaboration software.
Sure.
That's what these are. And so today we're going to talk about Microsoft and Teams.
I was going to mention when we're sitting there and we're talking about Zoom, and I was going to say, and who would think that there's a space in that complete business for everybody having a phone for, facial networking, Zoom conferencing, when you'd be competing with Apple, iPhone, Microsoft, but somehow a company like Zoom makes the waves when really it seems like why wasn't Facebook, Google, why aren't those companies, why didn't they have a premium product ready for that in everybody's hands, right?
Yeah. Well, Facebook looks like they're rushing one to the market. You already can see it. If you hit up your Facebook, I believe it's called, I can look it up right here, Facebook, Rooms.
Okay.
Facebook Rooms. So they're making an
yes.
attempt to use that as well. So everyone's jumping on board. I mean, pretty soon, the stay-at-home trade and the communication trade like that this is going to be what's hot for the second half of the year,
and
without a doubt.
Kevin, could you imagine trying to compete with Microsoft, is pretty intense because you probably have in your company too. In our company, we all have subscriptions. You just pay it by the year, and it's awesome.
Right.
I mean, it has every tool inside Microsoft, folks. If you haven't, it's inexpensive money compared to what you get, and they'll probably just put Zoom right inside the same package, right? So
and exactly, and they'll make it. I just read an article that says they're going to make Zoom the hub to get into Word and Excel and PowerPoint, and it'll all be, and that'll be the entry point for all those. And so, Teams will be just part of that.
Yep. No, I can see that, man. I can definitely see that.
And I know kids, at schools, some kids using Microsoft Teams in there as well already. You talk about encryption. I mean, Microsoft, probably one of the best of them all.
You just brought up something amazing. So, you know what's happening out here? Okay, so Olivia, she's 16, high school, doing, with the COVID deal, everyone had to do it at home.
Sure.
And I was asking her, so check this out. This is a trip. In Pinellas County anyway, the online deal is really built on a Microsoft platform, and all the kids, of course, have Apples, right? So you can convert it, okay, but they're having a hard time converting it. I was looking at it. It was just like, remember at the very beginning when Microsoft came out and you'd have Apple, one could use the other? Well, it's different, man. I mean, and I was looking at it, it says it's just like in the financial business years ago, folks. Microsoft was really the only product that you could integrate very easily into the financial business. So that's going to be intriguing to see how that comes out in the longer part. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're having a harder time using an Apple product going on with something that's built on the Microsoft product. So, wow.
Yeah, that's a big issue. And Tommy, when you hit up the Microsoft Teams website, one of the first things they say when they start talking about their products is without compromising privacy and security.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things they say right out of the bat.
Huge.
It's a big one.
Huge. Right here, folks, 45 minutes from now. Kevin, we look forward to the program. You have a great one, safe one. Cooking, brother.
Me on, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We have the Dow. The Dow's up 258. Nasdaq's up 39. S&P's are up 25. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow. Dow right now is trading up 200 and where is she? 275. Nasdaq's up 49. S&Ps are up 28. And we have oil, Tom. Oil inventories today, right?
We sure do. So we get the EIA number at 10:30, man, 12 minutes from right now. I saw you got it up on the screen. So it looks like they're looking for a build, right? Median analyst survey number, 3 million barrels. The whisper number closer to a build of 2.1 million barrels. So crude, we were just above $38 overnight for the price of July crude. We're currently, and you dropped a quick $2 by 7 a.m. We're now up $1 from there, 36.93. And jumping over, let's see what kind of volatility they're priced in here. So I'll take a look at crude. We're trading right at almost 37. There's some action with 36.75. I mean, these are where you get interesting. Let's say you're going to be bullish, even if you're taking a directional trade on this type of, you can get in out of the money maybe at 30 with exposure, in the money, 36.75. You have about 15 cents of intrinsic value, right? Slightly in the money. And you're able to get in at 37.17, so like $42. I don't think you're going to get action. Let's say at 37. Yeah, there's no spreads up. Yes, there are. So here, we got $5 spreads that start at 37, so we're 10 pennies away.
Okay.
And those go till 2:30. So you have $5 of upward exposure.
Can you put Tommy's screen up, Al? Go ahead, Tommy. Sorry. There we go. Good. Okay.
The one that has. The one that's slightly out of the money, 37.39, and to pull up, get that daily for the one that is going to be bearish, which you have some intrinsic value. I mean, there's big money because you have $5 of exposure on each side, and you're looking at, if you wanted both sides, almost 90 cents, right? But you have exposure till 2:30 with 5. We just got $2 down and $1 up in the price of crude since 6 a.m.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So here, I'm going to put in, let me see this thing. So whisper numbers 2113.
2.1 million, approximately.
Yeah. So do I need another zero here on this? I don't know.
Nope, that's 4.5.
Why is it not taken? That's not taken. For
it did.
It did. Take?
Yes. Successfully saved estimates, top left, it tells you.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Yep.
did not. See, the bottom is saying did not estimate.
That's the last one, I believe.
Okay.
That's the previous release.
Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. I got it. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so what I did here, folks, I went above the number because when I'm looking at this, it looks to me like this thing wants to pull back a bit. I mean, it's about time anyway, but it's coming up.
I know it'd be pretty tough to imagine that we're going to start talking about $50 crude, right? But the only thing I'd add is it'd be pretty crazy. I think we're talking about an S&P now that's above 3,100, a Dow that's above 26,000, and a NASDAQ approaching all-time highs.
There's no doubt.
Craziness.
And here, so let's go look at these futures, folks. So watch this. NQ, they're as close as you can get without hitting it. So the high in the futures on this contract, by the way, because that's what ends up happening. There's a couple rolls here that happen, would be 9780.50. And we've hit 9703.75. You know, so if we take a look at the NDX, just the Qs in general, the Qs right now are trading at 236.20. We went to 236.85, and the all-time high is 237.47. So you better buy some NDX, Tommy. Might as well make it hit it.
Hey, I'll be listening to Fast Market to see what they have to say about Microsoft, man, because that, in terms of a long-term bull, I imagine, one of the huge companies that's going to capitalize greatly off all of us interacting more online. I mean, they have Windows, they have their Windows, they have their line of laptops, so they sell hardware as well, let alone you talk about the Office 365, I think is the name of it, right? It's almost like $100 a year. You get multiple licenses,
right?
Email, Outlook, Excel, PowerPoint, along with, I think I'm missing a couple in there, right?
Yeah.
So I just makes everything super simple. You got it on your phone. I mean, I have my email on my Outlook app on my phone. I have my email on my laptop, and it's all served on server-based, all simple stuff,
No, it is. There's no doubt.
And we used to administer that ourselves, and that was not easy. I would always have to deal with a headache occasionally when you had some type of an email server, whatever it is. Whoa, it makes life very simple, and not having to spend your time on something like that is very valuable as well. It's not just a convenience, right? It's not having to spend the manpower time on technical woes because of something like that. So just like that product, that demand for that product. We're walking evidence of it ourselves.
No doubt. And I love the idea that we don't have, because it's on a cloud, folks, we don't have to worry about our documents on a server here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so security-wise, it's so for that shot money to basically not worry about that stuff. That's what it really comes down to.
It is.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
877-9276.
Hey, how about ride sharing? Speaking of, change, I'm not sure if you saw Lyft last night, right? Lyft came out and they had some positive news, basically, just on numbers from May to April to so forth. So Lyft's up almost 10% today. Uber's up about 3.5%, probably on the heels of that. Encouraging news, though, talking about, reopening, et cetera, and you see Lyft, I mean, really climbing up to the highest levels we've seen, right, since the collapse. Now, Lyft, I always talk about, before this collapse began, they both came out with earnings, and Uber said they'd be cash flow positive by the end of this year, and Lyft said, no, we need an extra year. It's always worrisome when a company tells you they need almost 2 years to be cash flow positive, and then COVID hits. So Lyft is going to burn through some cash before they can start thinking about making some profits.
Yeah, there's no doubt. What's interesting is that I'm glad they're doing good, but I haven't, and I used to use Lyft all the time, and I haven't, I guess, I wonder why I just haven't done it. I guess I'm walking more. It's just funny, right? And just in general,
you just add to, you saw that chart of Lyft, right? Not even close to back up to, I think the highs were like 55 near 35, whereas Uber, the highs in February were about 41 and you're at 37. So you're right back near that level for Uber, really. And the big difference there as well, Uber Eats, man. Talk about an opportunity positioned correctly to just dominate the world of food delivery.
So inside the NDX 100 today, folks, the movers, you got Microchip Technology, big move, man. That's up 10.5%. NXPI is up 6%. United's up 5.7%. Expedia is up 5.6%. Taken away from it, Activision's down 3%. INC, Insight Corporation's off 2.9%. Take-Two Interactive's off 2.5%. And Vertex is off 2.3%. So the it's pretty wild that when you're right next to this high so dramatically, you think it just blow it away, man. But it's struggling up here, man.
It is a little. It is. I'm just been hanging up at that level, right? I mean, even the chart of Microsoft, if you pull it up, we go from 190 down to 135. But since about May 4th, and it's June 3rd, I mean, May 4th, May 5th was the big jump there. And since May 5th, I mean, we were trading May 5th at 183.65, man. So kind of, one of the leaders there, Microsoft, for sure, just kind of building consolidation between about 175 and 185. And it's right near the top of that range like the NASDAQ is.
It is. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We'll have those oil numbers for you. Dow Industrial's up 297, NASDAQ's up 42, S&P's up 28. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 302. Let's see what we got with oil here. So, 2.8 million barrels. EIA.
It fell though. There was supposed to be a rise.
It says crude inventories rose. 1 second. Oh, no, that's gasoline. That's gasoline. Oh yeah, crude fell 1.4 million barrels. Holy cow.
No. That's Cushing. So the headline number is it declined 2.077. See it? EA number 5. 2.07. There we go.
Here we go. Look at this, man. So
it's a 5 million barrel miss to the downside, right? You should get a higher price in terms of crude if you think about it. So we're supposed to see a build of
and oil went down.
Exactly, and that's okay. So you trade from like 36.80 to 36.60, man.
This is deviant, folks.
Yeah, right. That's where you want to trade off fundamentals. Good luck sometimes, because it's about who's buying and who's selling. And guess what, man? You just missed in a big way with less oil, and they're like, I'm still paying less for the price of crude because we went up so much.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to look at this, folks. Okay, this is they were talking about this in the den the last few days, but I had to pull this up this morning. Like, what is going on with this stock? Okay, so it's Genius Brands International. They create, market, sell children's DVDs, CD music, book products. The low, which was established March 12th, is 51 cents. The highs today. Now, before I bring this chart up, folks, I want you to look at this revenue. This is like a total mind blow, man. I mean, so we bring up the numbers. The revenue, okay, is like, that's $334,000 a quarter. A quarter, okay? That's the last quarter they come out with.
Yes.
Yet they have a market cap of $500 million, $669 million today. Okay? They got 11 employees, and my understanding is that, and this is probably that, that site Robinhood, folks, okay, the bottom line is that they have hundreds of thousands of traders. There's no doubt about it. And I know, and then they're saying, yeah, this is another Robinhood stock, Tom. But, I mean, look at this. Some of the people are going to get hurt in this stock. That's the bottom line. But, you talk about a run. Man. Yeah, I mean, this is, so 2 days ago, it was at $2.33. You reached $7.79. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to even, find out exactly what was causing. I think in regaining on the NASDAQ, I was seeing some headlines or something.
I think what tends to happen, and this is where, which is pretty cool, I believe that we're at the beginning, folks, of a whole nother slew. Like I said, that at Amazon, you get all the beginning books that are again out here. We're at the whole slew of a whole nother generation that's happening. And when I first started, we had the same thing happening, man. Do you know what I mean? That it would go on for streaks, 2, 3, 4 years in a row. It didn't matter. Anything was moving, we weren't definitely as sophisticated as we are now. It's like, oh, I got to buy that. That's going up. That went up $2, man. Hey, Tommy, why didn't you buy that?
Yeah.
No, that's the conversation, folks, when you're 30 or 40 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, of course, and that's, I think that's what we have happening here. And if that's the case, that's going to be a lot more traders in the marketplace. That's how this thing shakes out. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have blow-ups in a monster way, because, that's what does happen. I mean, and one of the first ones that ever went like that was Omega. I mean, it was like, oh, my God.
So the thing that's interesting is that Genius Brands I was pulling up, so it's kids media. They got shows including Stan Lee's Superhero Kindergarten, Rainbow Rangers, and Llama Llama. Llama Llama I'm familiar with, even as being around some children. I don't know if you are. Llama Llama. But they just issued, they had a direct offering of 20 million shares of common stock to the public at a price of $1.50 to raise $30 million. And that came less than 2 weeks after the company announced a registered direct offering of 7.5 million shares at $1.20 a share to raise $9 million. Separately, the latest data in the NASDAQ showed that short interest jumped to a record of about 3.0. That's 7.5% is short on that company, and that is printed as of June 2nd. But they're going to regain, it says, let's see, I got it. Sorry. Friday's close. They disclosed they regained compliance with the NASDAQ's minimum bid price listing standard. And maybe it has something to do with that. A lot going on. I don't know. Be careful anytime you have, like you say, balance sheet like that and a market cap like that, what's going on?
We all better start writing children's books, evidently, man.
Oh, hey.
Seriously.
Hey, Disney Plus, man. That's children's. That's the epitome of it all. Children's books turned into children's Marvel comics, turned into billion-dollar franchises, man.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. We'll see whether they get any volume. We certainly didn't get any volume yesterday. So you get Ford's up 18 cents. You get Norwegian Cruise Lines up 55. Bank of America's up $1. United's up $2. You get Sprint's up $1.25. Airlines are moving, no doubt. Zoom's a big one. That's up $10. You get CrowdStrike up $5.60. American Eagle up $1.50. That's a big number for American Eagle. American Eagle's still around, huh? Let me see this one.
Yeah.
So American Eagle. Look at that. That looks like they're going to make it. That's interesting, huh? Look at that. First quarter results. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. And let's see. Earnings per share 154, but that's a loss, yeah. Compared to a 23-cent gain in 2019. Oh, saying they had a strong quarter, man. It's hard to comprehend that this equity, the bottom line is that as the rest of the market. Yeah, it's this
strong, man.
Yeah, $6.50 going all the way up to $11.92. So I don't know how some of these are still going to make it, though. I mean, I just don't see it, but you know.
Already struggling coming into this, and then you have malls and stores closing down, all that stuff. Let's jump. That's a perfect segue, man. Did you see, I was talking about it a little bit today in terms of Amazon. So Amazon, I mean, talk about, king of promotion, king of marketing, Amazon, one of the best. They plan a summer sale June 22nd to quote-unquote jumpstart sales. And I was like, Amazon is going to jumpstart sales, a company that just can't even keep up with how much business that they're doing, is going to have a sale this month. And how long do you think it's going to be? How about 7 to 10 days?
Is it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And so what? Every year, Amazon did what? There was...
They have Prime.
That's Prime Day, right.
Prime Day,
and
which is now 2 or 3 days.
Right, and they put that off to September, so all the other retailers thought they were going to get a break and say, okay, but now they're going to have a different Prime Day and then Prime Day. You're going to love it.
We live in a society, man, that is driven by sales and a mentality of like thinking you're missing out on a sale of a century, and they're doing it the best. Yeah.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks. Going to get a man Teddy Cake Stay online.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 316, Nasdaq's up 43, S&Ps are up 29. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy every trading day, folks, at forex-trading-unlock.com. That's forex-trading-unlock.com. Teddy Cakestad, what's going on, brother?
Well, last week it was a sleepy holiday market we were coming off of, and now we have a little bit of a serious movement going on in the currency market.
There's no doubt, right? So talk
Absolutely.
to us. Yeah, where are we going to start?
How about we start with your favorite, the Japanese yen, which exploded yesterday.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
The U.S. dollar yen rallied, had its biggest move in probably, I would say, 3 weeks.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
So
it weakened pretty good. That's interesting.
That's very interesting because the dollar's been under pressure since Memorial Day, and when we talked last week, we were kind of in a sleepy little grind, hitting support, and the question was, were we going to get a bounce, or is dollar weakness going to creep in with the variables we were talking about? And we didn't even think about the protests that obviously emerged afterwards, So yesterday there was a sell signal in the silver market. Now you watch the gold market, and you know that it's been kind of sideways for the past week or so.
Yes.
It did go lower yesterday, but if you just look at that chart, you're like, well, it's just in a consolidation range. So what? It's lower today, right? But if you look at the silver chart, that's been rallying for the past few weeks, and it came off of its high. Now, if you think about this, if there's going to be a rotation in metals, let's just say there's a short-term top in silver. It keeps gold also in a consolidation pattern.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, well, what does that do to the dollar? So I went to look at the interest rates because we know they've basically been flatlined for the past month and a half, especially the 30-year and the 10-year. So yesterday, the 10-year was lower slightly, but kind of looking in its consolidation range, hitting support. The 30-year bond, however, made a newer move low, breaking out to the downside, and then today was followed through. Now, as we're speaking right now, the bond contract for the September contract is down almost $2. That's a big deal. Why are interest rates rallying all of a sudden? There was no news today to make the interest rate market move. There was no news yesterday to make silver turn around in a big way, So, and the dollar, every single currency has been rallying against the dollar, especially very extreme since Sunday night. Like even you look at the South African rand, you look at even the Chinese yuan, all the currencies have been spiking against the dollar, and they did into today. So now I think that we may still see a little bit of follow through with like the euro and maybe the pound and stuff like that. But it's kind of interesting that where all these markets have been smashing the dollar, we have these interesting movements that happen in the past 24 hours in these other markets. And then the yen is the one place the dollar got a rally. How did that happen? How did that happen?
Listen, man, this is intriguing. What's so intriguing about this, folks, okay? So we have gold, they're smacking gold this morning. It's down $38. But this type of move that Teddy's talking about, Gold could have been down $100 yesterday with the yen getting that weak. It's like, this is intriguing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, man, there's a delayed action here. So that is, wow.
See, I think what it is now we're seeing where there's a rotation of big money. It has to be. The only way that you're getting these signals in multiple markets means that where we have big capitalized funds, they're making a rotation right now. Now, this means for what reason, I don't know. But I think that a lot of it does have to do with what's going on in America right now in all our major cities. You know, coronavirus is one thing. The U.S. government's tacked down $8 to $10 trillion in the past 3 months for the national debt. Yeah. It's kind of a big deal. You know, and now with this destruction, I mean, Chicago was supposed to open today on a for the patios. I mean, you're familiar with the downtown area.
Oh, big time.
The downtown area has been closed down for 2 days. People were supposed to go back to work at the Board of Trade Monday. They couldn't because it was looted and all the windows were smashed out over the weekend. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, all this, you know, shutdown has cost a lot of money, and now you have major cities where the damage is, I mean, it's just, no one even knows how much this is going to cost, you know, let alone try and reopen now. Who's got the money? There's so many businesses that are, you know, they were struggling. So I think the dollar is going to be definitely under pressure for a while, and this interest rate move is something we need to watch because there's, you know, over the weekend, irony of it all, on the golf course, you know, everyone has their conspiracy theories like who's paying for these, you know, it's basically domestic terrorism. You know, and I'm like, well, you know, everyone talks about Soros. I'm like, well, watch the currencies. And now the dollar's been getting just hammered over the past few days, especially in the week. Like, how is it the South African rand is railing against the dollar, like, tremendously? Where does that come from?
There's definitely a disconnect here, you know. I mean, I can see that because what Teddy's talking about, folks, the yen itself, that's not how it moves. Well, hey, guess what? The market's the market. That's how it's moving now.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
That's how it's moving now, man. There's no doubt.
And I'm not getting into conspiracy theory. Like, I'm not saying that this is what's going on, but the markets are reflective of this right now. And the way they're moving right now, it tells me that we're going to start swinging in a big way because if the bonds start, you know that the long-term interest rates drive interest rates in the long term. So if that bond market keeps pressing lows, I mean, if it's down another $2 tomorrow and there's no news, well, the Fed can keep the rate at 0 for all they want, but the market's telling you right now that the credit markets are in danger because of what's going on right now all across the United States. Yeah, really, because who's going to finance it? Who's going to finance the rebuilding at 0%? Right. There's nobody that's going to invest in that.
I'm going to put this chart up, folks, of the 30-year what Teddy's just talking about here. So this contract, it just broke the consolidation that we've been in going all the way back to, that's the 24th of March. So that's saying that the 30 actually can get down to 165, and we're at 175.10 right now. That's
right.
Pretty
we're
intense,
talking about a big move.
Yeah, this is a large move, man. There's no doubt. Oh, that's interesting, man. So if we look at right now, the 10 is at 0.76 of 1, and that's we were at 6.5 yesterday, so it's gonna be wild, man.
And the yield curve is going to be in play if this keeps up.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, I can see that. And hey, listen, man, what hasn't been out there at all. The more that the sabers get rattling between us and China, guess what, folks? Okay, they start moving bonds out. They just might say, hey, man, let's move some of them out. We'll rattle things up a little. I mean, that's all it would take. It wouldn't take a lot. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. Yeah. We have the perfect storm that's been brewing. We're coming off a shutdown, high unemployment. I mean, America's weak, so our enemies can easily attack us now financially. It's a very easy thing to do.
Well, that's right. When you have debt, your enemies always can attack you easy. Anyone can. That's right. That's something to remember, folks, okay?
Or it's just big money, smart trading. Which side do you want to be on right now?
Yeah, listen.
Forget conspiracies or governments and what have you. Markets don't care about color or governments. They care about money. That's all they care about.
Yeah, tell that to the S&P and the NASDAQ. It's going to highs, too, I know.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Isn't it?
Figure.
I mean, it's just amazing. We're right next to the high on the NASDAQ, folks. There's no doubt about it. Well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure. We pray for your city. We hope that things get better there because it's a great city, and the bottom line is
Thank you.
Yeah,
you guys be safe too. It's everywhere now. So
it is, but it's not. We're pretty lucky down here. I mean,
you are.
Yeah, it's. But you know what? It's the city of St. Petersburg has done a lot of work over the course of years, basically keeping things pretty cool. You know what I mean? So
I might have to move down to Florida.
come on down, man.
Do it.
Come on down.
We made it happen.
Hey, you can be right next to us every day, man.
How about it?
Thanks, Teddy.
Take
Thanks,
care,
Teddy.
guys.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, bam! As well as,
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
you see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us, and Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam! The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now at 324, Nasdaq's up 60, S&Ps are up 32, and something. The rattling between us and China, folks, is ramping up a bit because the Trump administration on Wednesday issued an order suspending passenger flights from China-based airlines. That is a big move, man.
I would agree. I saw the headline actually come up on my phone for that from, I think, the New York Times or something, and I said, whoa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have our own carriers, United American. They have extensive flights over there.
And they say, Beijing has prevented U.S. carriers from expanding service there, while 4 of its airlines have maintained flights to and from markets here this year. So how is that fair, right?
Yeah. This can expand.
Beijing, the paragraph that starts with Beijing.
Prevent the U.S. carriers from expanding service there, while 4 of the airlines have maintained flights to and from markets.
So they prevented U.S. carriers from going over there, and they have 4 flights coming over here.
Going to be wild.
But like you say, you make that type of a thing. That's one move, and the economic escalation, right? In terms of how does Beijing and China respond to American companies, so forth. That's the worry that could play in there. But guess what, man? The S&Ps are up 32 points at 3109. And how about crude oil? Just to jump back to it, we got a flush. So we got the numbers at 10:30.
Yeah.
These are 5-minute bars. You flush down from 36.80 almost to 36.20. But man, check out these 5-minute bars. Do I have my chart posted?
I don't see it.
Shame on me. Here we go. It's coming. 1, 2. We'll finish it up with the chart of that crude. We're back at 36.80, man, after being down there, charging higher. We were just above 37 for a brief moment.
Stay right there, folks. The biggest one coming up next. And I'm Mr. Balzer Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave. Wait, I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.